Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am looking like a hot mess. Sorry, my chair is so squeaky and I just can't get comfortable. I have my apartment. I don't know where to even start. My apartment is such a mess. As you can see, I have stuff everywhere. There's actually some big pieces of furniture. It's just scattered throughout, and not just this room, but in a few other rooms as well, as including my kitchen, living room. I'm going to go and get those tossed out. You have to go through a process here in Japan. You can't just throw it out like you can in, let's say, America. Just trying to get this apartment looking like an apartment. I'm also dealing with a bit of a fever, so I have these handy little, I don't know what you want to call them. They're like these ice packs, but you stick them on. They're fairly thin and they stick very well, and I just put one on my forehead and I feel so much better. But I thought for this video, since I'm not feeling so great and don't feel like doing much, I thought we would just kind of scroll around the Google. Let me open up Google. I was already Googling some stuff earlier. Let's see here. Okay, there's this one question I've been having, and I'm a slow typer, okay? So just bear with me. Here's one question I had. Actually, this is something I Googled earlier, but it kind of links to my other question, which is, well, first of all, let's read this. Has anyone ever had a person taxidermy? Jeremy Bentham was preserved and is now on display. I think there have been others that have done the same here in USA, but I can't find any reference. Can I request to have my body taxidermied and made into a coat rack? What? Why? So I feel like you can be taxidermied, but you would have to go through a lot of permits and documentation, I'm assuming, in regards to this. There is this one content creator. If I can find her channel, I will link it. She's a mortician. She's very well known on YouTube. I just can't think of her name at this moment. I think she might go over this. But my question, here we go, become archaeology. Grave robbing becomes archaeology, not based on the age of the grave or the remains, but on the legality and intent behind the excavation. Grave robbing is illegal, typically done for personal gain, while archaeology is a legitimate practice conducted under permits with the intent to learn about the past. But let's say you have, I don't know, a deceased parent, and for whatever reason, you want to exhume their remains. Do you want to have it in your house? Maybe displayed, you know, by the front door. To greet your clients, your family. Sorry, English isn't my first language. But, you know, what if? So let's say you have a parent, and let's say they passed away, and you want to, I don't know, for whatever reason, you want to have their remains, whatever's left, their bones, displayed somewhere in your living room as a display piece, as a conversation starter, if you will. Like, can you do that? Because I mean, it is your family. You're not doing it for, you know, robbing of jewelry or anything. It's like you legit just want their skeletal remains. Like, so wouldn't that be okay? Morally, probably no. What if you know, you talk to like your dad or something. Your dad says, you know what? In like 50 years, dig up my body and I want my skeleton displayed somewhere. At that point, is that okay? And what if they have that request in their will? It's a weird family. Anyway, oh, speaking of dead bodies and all this, let's see. What is the most haunted prefecture? Yamanashi. Oh, because of the suicide forest? Where is Yamanashi? Oh, that looks so pretty. Oh, so it's near Mount Fuji? So is it, I always thought that the suicide forest was in northern Japan, like where Aomori and all that stuff is. Oh, wow. Okay. So my geography is a bit off. Oh, I didn't know that's where the suicide... Interesting. Yamanashi. Honestly, I didn't even know where Mount Fuji was. I didn't even know what prefecture it was, but now I know. Interesting. Okay. But why is this the most haunted prefecture? Just because of the suicide forest? Other prefectures with significant haunted locations include Fukuoka Prefecture. I did not know that. For Iunaki Tunnel, a location with a sinister reputation. Hyogo Prefecture, home to Himeji Castle, which was associated with a haunting legend. Aomori Prefecture features Osore-san, Mount Fear, a mountain considered one of the most haunted places in Japan. Wakayama Prefecture contains Himuro Mansion, a reportedly haunted mansion. Tokyo contains locations like Sunshine 60, built on the site of a prison. What the hell is Sunshine 60? Toyoma Park with a dark history. I think Toyoma Park, if I'm not mistaken, is the park where Unit 731, I think that's the name of it, but they were doing all those weird experiments and testing of human bodies during World War II. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's it. But what the hell is Sunshine 60? 60. Okay, so it looks like there's a lot going on in Sunshine 60. So where is this? Okay. Oh, okay, near Ikebukuro. It's a popular entertainment center home to a landmark Sunshine 60 skyscraper. I want to know about the dark history. So maybe if we Google Sunshine 60, so I guess it's a skyscraper that's haunted, rumored to be haunted due to its location atop the former Sugamo prison, where many Japanese war criminals were held and executed. Since its completion, construction workers and visitors have reported paranormal activity, including ghostly apparitions, accidents, and strange noises. What is... Okay, let's look up. Oh, so this is what the prison used to look like. That looks like a very big prison. It's funny. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I feel like a lot of the schools look like prisons to me. Like just the way that it's just like, there's no color, there's no life to it. It's just like this big concrete building with a lot of like levels. They just look like prisons to me. What is the most notorious prison in Japan? Abashiri Prison was constructed amid the globalization and standardization of penal theory. The built environment facilitated discipline and surveillance, which was emphasized by the panopticon layout of the building. What crime is most committed in Japan? For those of you that think Japan is so safe and no crime ever happens here, which I can tell you with my own eyes, crime does happen here. Just goes underreported or just, yeah. The 2024 white paper on crime published by Japan's Ministry of Justice shows that the number of reported crimes in 2023 increased. Theft accounted for nearly 70% of all offenses. Let's click on this. Theft, other crimes. Anyway, so this is more pictures of the prison, Tokyo Sugamo Prison. Kind of looks, the way this sign is, it kind of looks like it's a carnival or like a fairground. It doesn't give prison vibes. I wonder why it was demolished. Let's see if we can find let's put here why. Oh wait, maybe there's a Wikipedia. Hold on. Is there Wikipedia? Yes. I'm curious to know why it was... After the end of the occupation of Japan, Sugamo Prison passed to Japanese civilian government control. Most of the remaining war criminals were pardoned or paroled by the government. In 1962, its function as a prison ended. In 1971, the prison buildings were dismantled. In 1978, the Sunshine 60 building, at its completion, the tallest skyscraper in Japan, was built on the former site of Sugamo Prison. All that is left to commemorate the prison is a stone on which is engraved in Japanese, "Pray for eternal peace." There's not even anything else. A water drainage outlet from the prison has been preserved in the park in front of Tokyo International University Ikebukuro campus, which stands on part of the former prison grounds. Okay. these are all the inmates that were executed. How was this guy executed for treason? The only Japanese person to be hanged for treason under the provisions of the Peace Preservation Law by the Imperial Japanese government during World War II, Ozaki is well known as an informant of the Soviet agent Richard Sorge. What happened to the first Japanese prisoner of war? After being taken to Sand Island, Sakamaki requested that he be allowed to kill himself, which was denied. He spent the rest of the war in prisoner of war camps in the continental United States. After overcoming his initial depression, he resolved to continue living and occupied his time as a POW, prisoner of war, by learning English. Kind of throwing this out there. In a previous video that I had made in regards to me using Google Maps to just do a little virtual tour, I talked about Nara city or Nara prefecture having this prison, which I didn't even know of until I did that video, where you can actually go and stay at an actual prison. It's no longer functioning as an actual prison, but you can stay there as a guest because they're turning it into a hotel. I just thought that would be kind of interesting. So for any of you that are interested in doing something a little different from, staying at your standard hotel, then there you go. But anyway, my tea is so hot. I just burned my throat. Whew. I'm going to wrap up this video. Let's do a part 2. Should we even do a part 2? But I feel like let's do a part 2 because I don't think I can do anymore. Thank you so much for watching whatever this was. Someone had actually told me that I should start doing streaming if I'm going to be doing these types of videos. And yeah, I would like to at some point. But wouldn't I have to have a working computer to do that? I'm sure there's ways I can get by without. But I think my life would be a lot easier with. So for now, I'm just doing things in a more complicated way. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. If you have pets, please take care of your pets. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.